Made it back, and it is time. See, on the first episode, the girl on the street, it was more my soul and my heart selecting answers. And then more and more, I took control. Today, I give you all the choice, and you all have no game. I mean, I hate to say that about the Gamer Nation. You have game in your title. If there's one thing the Gamer Nation should have, it's game. How can you be part of the SKS army if you can't even captain your own sex life? Now come on, in our we can't be family friendly if we don't know how to create families. We've got to work on this, gamers. We've got to work on this. All right. %37%. That one stings. She was the least liked girl in that whole thing that we've had so far. We're nerds and play games. I can summarize my sex life with a quote from Aliens. Game over, man. Game over. Not all our models. All right. So, are we ready for the girl in the coffee shop? Let's do this. In your local coffee shop, a pretty blonde lady is sitting and reading. Can you make yourself more interesting than the book and get her number? Goal, get the phone number. He's wearing white. He is definitely... I don't know. Huh. Seth Rollins confirmed? She's not reading that. That's way too fast. Who goes to the coffee shop and dresses like that? Oh, look at this. This is totally AJ Styles right here. What if that book is the Bible? Ask if someone is using that chair. Then sit with her. Cheeky. Stay standing and ask what she is reading. Ask her opinion of what to get as a present for your female friend. Sit down as you ask. Accuse her of pretending to read while she's really hunting for men. Tell her you read that book and he dies at the end. E would be something that I would totally do. I would totally say that. Or I would say, I would like do some kind of stupid like history reference. You know, oh my God. I feel like E would be one of the kind of answers. Let's go with E.
Hey,
Hi,
what you got there?
a book.
I know, show me the cover. Ah, that one.
Have you read it?
He dies in the end.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry to spoil it.
I've actually read it before.
Oh, you read it before? So you like it that much, you're reading it again?
Well, I read it when I was a lot younger, and I don't know if I understood it, so I thought I
Wait,
should reread it.
What?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, my name's Richard.
Brenna,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
What?
This is a playful opener. Again, it can work if you deliver it correctly. Maybe she'll look confused at the worst, but you can still carry it on. And so it's actually got a very high chance of success.
Yes! I was right! I should be the one making this game. Okay. You are in touch with your feelings and know how to respect a woman like that. All right, A, find out about her. B, use books as a way to show off. I'm a history person. I've read thousands of books. Say that her character's kind of nice and transition to inviting her back to your house. That's not the goal. Ask whether she comes here often. It's A or D. A keeps the conversation going, but it does distract her from her book. D also does the same too. He already sat down, so you might as well talk to her and find out about her.
And you normally read philosophy?
No. I mean, I think, well, in every book there's a little philosophy. I'm not a huge Kafka fan. I was just in Prague recently.
He's from Czech Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's where his house is.
I didn't know, actually.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, if you go, they'll talk about Kafka. So.
Nice. And what else do you like to read? Do you like
I generally read
fiction, non-fiction?
Fiction and like 20th century American lit.
Okay.
Who reads
Is
that?
that Mark Twain or something?
Like Salinger, or maybe I just recently read a novella called A Day No Pigs Would Die. It's really
A Day
nice.
No Pigs Would
That's
Die.
about the Bay of Pigs
Like
invasion.
when everyone's vegetarian or Muslim.
Well, I won't spoil it, but you're on the right track.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Yeah. What do you
Cool.
read?
I read a lot of different stuff. So I like business, biography, psychology, philosophy too, and I like old English classics and Russian classics.
Russian classics, such as
Oh, she's on to this.
Dostoevsky,
You
all,
like
all the
Tolstoy?
usual stuff.
Tolstoy?
Yeah, I think he's a great writer. And obviously in translation maybe it's different, but
yeah.
it's still very cool.
What about Bulgakov?
Yeah, Master Margarita and
Like
stuff.
Bulgakov?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I like Russian lit.
Nice one.
You didn't mention that
Maybe that's
before.
something in common already.
Yeah, I guess so. We do.
Correct. It's important to always focus the conversation on the girl as much as
I
possible.
read R.L.
It's
Stein.
just gonna be more interesting
Goosebumps,
for
and she would like just flock at me.
So, how are you able to be free in the middle of the morning on a Thursday?
Oh,
Well, I do have a job, but it's kind of from the laptop, from home, or from anywhere. But it's like internet stuff, and with America, so in Europe, I need to wait until they wake up and whatever. So
Right.
I'm kind of free, and
Yeah.
then can be working at home, lying in bed, lying on the balcony, generally lying down, working.
That's
So
nice.
that's cool. And how about
I'm a
you?
YouTuber. I don't have a real job.
Work.
Well, I work at the university, so I have kind of an unusual schedule. I have some free time during the day, and I work.
Wait, you work at the university and dress like that? Are you a professor? Guess that she teaches sex ed. Ah, yeah. Say you didn't go to university and that's a waste of time. Find out whether she loves her job or is just doing it for the money. Buddy, if she's a teacher, they never just do it for the money. I read Dr. Seuss. Oh my god. He's throwing out books. I'm not gonna lie, half those books, those people they said, I know who they are, but I've never read any of that crap. I kind of want to see her get mad, but then we're trying to get a high score on this one. So C is our probable answer here.
So you teach at the university. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And tell me, do you actually like what you do, or you do it just for money?
No, I really do like what I do.
Great. You feel like you're making a difference in people's lives and all of this?
Yeah, I actually do. I feel like what I do is important, and that the information I convey will be valuable to these people and to my students.
That could be true, because I still remember my teachers from primary school and in secondary school. I don't know if you're the same, but did you like the subjects most where the teachers were good?
That's a high skirt
And then
for
later, maybe you weren't
college
interested
professor
in those
woman.
subjects. So a good teacher can just change the whole course of someone's life.
Absolutely. And like looking back and thinking, what years of school are your favorite? It's like, well, whatever year you had the good teachers, because what you learn is kind of irrelevant.
And you're a good teacher? They like you?
I think so.
So they
I
don't
think
remember
so.
what she teaches, they just remember
I
her.
like it, to be honest, because it's very rare. You know, most people just do their job for money and then they come and moan about it and they hate it. So it's good to meet someone like you who
Very
actually
refreshing.
enjoys what they do and is making a difference.
Thanks.
This is a nice thing that you can ask anyone, so well done for picking this. It's the right option, and it can always lead to an interesting conversation. Whether she's into her job, she can tell you why, or she's not, and she can tell you something else that she's passionate about.
And what's your subject? What do you teach?
American culture.
Huh, what does that...
American culture?
So kind of quite a few different themes. For example,
What's your curriculum?
we kind of started with an overview of American values, which was really interesting.
Like freedom and stuff, yeah?
Things like that, and even more so, for example, an interesting one is how Americans relate to the future. Like it's something we feel like we can control in some sense.
We do control the
Like
future.
The movie.
I don't see how. I don't know what you mean.
What?
Okay, but Americans think that they control their own destiny,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah?
Wait, are you all? If you're going to start bashing America, I'm going to demand a refund. Ask what exactly it is. Suggest it's about inventing donuts and burgers. Challenge her to explain why this is important. Make her feel good about her job. I would totally challenge her on this. I would just be like, okay, so you enjoy your subject. You don't even know your curriculum because you're just throwing out random things and not really mentioning it. So I would hold her to the fire and I tell her, really explain to me what you're teaching and why it matters. Why do these kids in bratty England care about why Americans control the future? Boom.
Wait, American culture, isn't that kind of a contradiction in terms? Like, what are you teaching? Like, here we invented the hamburger in 1940 or something like that.
Well, there really isn't a question of whether or not we have culture. We certainly do. You can look back through history, and yes, maybe ours isn't as long, but
Yeah,
to
not
say
very
that,
long.
yeah, but to say that American culture doesn't exist is to argue that Western culture has really had no influence, even in Eastern Europe, let's say.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff, but wouldn't it be better that they learn something else? Because, like, if you're going to teach about America, teach business or technology, because what's culture? Like, what? Tell me. Like, what
Well,
is
for
the
example,
artists, the authors? Like,
It doesn't even matter who the artists and authors are. What's important is that we have our own perspective on the world, and that in order to interact successfully with us, so if you're a business person, if you want to interact successfully with an American business person, you need to understand what their daily life looks like and kind of how they
Ooh.
perceive the environment.
I like her.
okay, cool. So it's like when you're learning about business in China and you have to, you know, give your business card with two hands.
Quite
and
literally, yes.
All of that
This
stuff.
is the same thing.
Got it. Okay, so it's not really teaching about history and art and
No.
whatever else. Okay, nice one. Well, that's very useful because actually American culture, like modern culture, is what leads the world, right? We
Yeah.
all kind of follow.
It hurt him to say that.
If you can challenge someone, get them to prove themselves to you, and then approve of them, validate them, it has a powerful psychological effect. So it's the right
Boom.
option.
Look
Well
at
done.
this.
I really enjoy my job, but there is this one little thing that's very frustrating for me. I've got this problem where I can't print all the copies that I need, but I want my students to all have their own copy to take home, but then I have to go to the printer like every day and it gets
Oh,
kind of
no.
expensive. So what do you think I should do?
There's no way that she didn't. I'm gonna go tell this woman in the back about some American values. Say it must be annoying and tell her to ask for a bigger printing allowance. I don't know if she noticed because she's still smiling after she finished that. Tell her that she has a colleague she doesn't like, she can ignore it. Tell her that if she has a colleague she doesn't like, she can ignore them. Be general and vague because you didn't listen. Be honest and say you were distracted by a girl. Oh, no. Ah. Man. I can't. The only way you can get away with D is be like, I'm sorry I couldn't hear you over the sound of that other lady's shoes. You don't want to say it's annoying. B has no. I don't have enough. Zogjev says, "Be honest." I don't know. Oh man. I feel like A is you can handle two different things. Go with A.
Ah, well, that's bad. So I guess you don't have enough like papers for the students and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it.
I guess you can ask for more allowance or get them to share, but yeah, it's annoying.
Well done, you weren't distracted by the sexy chick that walked by, and that's something that, you know, you can use out there. Well done for paying attention and getting the right response.
So you've got your teaching thing, and what else is important in your life? What else do you love to do?
I really love dogs.
There we go.
I love to travel.
Travel?
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you travel a lot?
I've traveled quite a bit these last couple of years, especially.
Nice. And where's some places you've been?
In Europe, I've been in Prague,
We knew that.
Russia, Ukraine, Poland,
She's been to more places than I have.
Latvia.
Nice. All of Eastern Europe and kind of
Yeah.
former USSR.
She's an agent for Anya.
And tell me, what's the absolute best place you've seen? Like, if people who have never travelled anywhere say, where's the best place that I should see? Where is it?
I would actually say that you should go to the United States and go see the Grand Canyon. It's amazing. I can't do it justice with words, but it's wonderful.
Okay.
Wow. Tell her about your experiences in the Grand Canyon. Say that you've never been but would like to go. Say that it's boring there and they don't even have Wi-Fi. Get her to elaborate on what she particularly liked. Tell her your favorite trip was to Thailand and the details of the sexual experiences you had there. Oh my god. I don't think those were girls in Thailand. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. Huh. I think D's the answer. Because that gets her interested on it. But let's go ahead and do this one down here. I gotta hear him do this.
So, do you travel?
Yeah, I do. I travel. I used to travel a lot more than I do now. When I was younger, and been to a lot of countries, Europe, Asia,
Oh yeah,
the
Asia.
Americas. Yeah.
Where
pretty
were you
much.
in Asia?
Asia, I was in Japan, China, Hong Kong, like most of Asia, and I like Singapore, but probably my favorite place was Thailand.
So, tell me what you liked about Thailand.
Well, let's just say for a single guy who likes women, you know, sometimes 2, 3 women at a time, it's just like heaven.
She was so into it, and then he goes down this road.
What do you mean?
Well, all your fantasies can come true. You go to the place, there's all these chicks.
Not to mince
You,
words. Are you-
$50.
You're describing prostitution.
Yeah, but it's legal there, so it's okay.
Oh. Wow, that's a very
Yeah,
shocking
and it's
admission.
cheap. The best thing is it's cheap, and they're pretty, very pretty, and happy. Happy.
Happy
Wow,
prostitutes.
that's really. That seems wrong.
And I made them happier, I think.
Oh, I doubt that.
Because the other guys there, you know, there are loads of these horrible, fat,
This is really-
sleazy guys, and I'm, you know, very polite and friendly.
This is. I'm not sure this is a. We should talk about this.
No, of course. I mean, you asked what I liked about Thailand, and I'm
Yeah.
just a nice guy. That's what
I
it is.
understand, honestly, but
Yeah. I mean, if
that's-
you ask me anything, you can, but you got to be ready for the response. So if you ask me what I
suppose.
You
like
gotta
doing
be
in
ready
Thailand,
for the
what I like
spots.
doing in bed, what I like doing in, you know, other places, a lot of places. I'll be honest. But that's cool. You know, don't need to talk about it. But it was all legal and they were very happy.
I guess I just don't see how it being legal makes it any less disgusting.
Oh.
It was quite dirty, but I wouldn't say disgusting. But anyway, we don't need to talk about it anymore. That's cool.
Okay, so there you have it. Don't go to Thailand. Don't sleep with prostitutes. Don't tell people about the prostitutes that you didn't sleep with when you didn't go to Thailand, and you'll be okay.
But they were happy, and I like to think that I made them happier. Oh my God, this man has a way with words. Oh, what, Pete? What are we waiting on? Did you think it was going to go through as an answer? Or did you think he was going to give a different advice? I didn't know there was anything else. All right, let's get D.
Actually, I went there as well, and it was very beautiful. But tell me, what did you really like about it?
Well, I suppose the fact that it is beautiful, and I think I was there at a time in my life when it was really impactful. So I was the right age, and it was the right time, and so it was meaningful to me. But I'm excited to return. I think next summer I'll go back.
Oh yeah, very cool. I'd like to go back as well. So if I'm in America and I'm nearby the Grand Canyon,
oh, smooth.
Nothing's nearby. But if I also want to go,
You're in Phoenix.
yeah, Phoenix, Arizona, then yeah, we could go. It'd be
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Good one. That's exactly right. When someone can talk about something passionately, you want to give them a chance to do that, not cut them off, talk about yourself, ask boring questions. Just give them a chance to open up. This is the perfect subject to connect on.
Don't cut them off.
Oh, should I say that? No. Oh. I've run out of things to say.
What's going on? Hold eye contact and wait for her to speak. Break eye contact and look around the venue while you think of what to say. Say you hate awkward silences. 35 bits from World War II fan. Game Y. Captain Pete 20 bits. Don't go to Thailand or else you'll have to bang prostitutes. It's required to get in the country. Your passport doesn't work. You have to pick a door that's got a random prostitute in it, and then once you've finished the deed, then they'll let you into the country. Oh man. This guy should never run out of things to say. I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I want to go there someday. You don't want her to wait to speak because you want to keep this going. I think I hate awkward silences.
You know, I hate awkward silences, but the good thing is that's only because we don't know each other too well, so won't have any when we're great friends, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
This is not an absolute rule, but in most cases it's correct, so well done.
Yeah.
Tell me some things you like to do for fun.
Well, as long as I can remember, I've always loved playing volleyball, so that's something I try to do whenever I can.
She plays
Nice.
volleyball in her
I
high
played
heel
it at
shoes.
School. They had
Yeah.
it in my school, but since then I didn't. But they play. I go to Barcelona a lot, and they play on the beach. Do you play beach volleyball?
I will, yeah.
Oh, very
In a
nice.
pinch.
Are you very good?
Yeah.
You can do that where you jump and smash
sure.
it down.
Capuche.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's harder on the beach because the nets are higher, but yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a cool hobby. And anything else you do?
Yeah, the thing I do the most is study Russian for hobbies.
For hot. Okay. Wait. Oh my god. She studies Russia for hobbies. She even paused because she had to think of the clever anti-KGB way to say that. A, tell her it's stupid and that Putin is evil and Russians are just vodka drinking idiots. Dun dun dun. Compliment her on choosing a tough language to learn. Tell her you failed miserably with languages at school. Show off by telling her about all the languages you speak. B is totally the right answer, but I'm totally gonna put A because I want to see how he says this.
Russia. And Russian, that's kind of weird, to be honest. I mean, can you pick like a better country or better language?
Well, I know that, I mean, there's certainly people sometimes think that maybe Europe is more interesting or safe or something, but I've spent a lot of time in Russia and it's wonderful.
Well, I mean, look at Putin. He goes around invading everywhere, blowing stuff up. Look at
Putin
all
is
these
just one facet of a
vodka
very
and
complicated place.
lots of vodka, bears, snow. Isn't it just like a desolate wasteland full of
No,
horrible people?
it's really not. The people are wonderful. There is some issues with alcohol.
1 foot gold digging and beating people up, isn't it?
You need to get out of, if you go beyond Moscow, I think you would find in the small towns, people are really pleasant.
I think she's a spy.
Pleasant or pleasant?
She has
Pleasant.
infiltrated our
It's
college.
wonderful.
Sounds disastrous.
And also, look at I mean, they have literary giants. Dostoevsky, he's amazing.
Yeah, he
Some
was-
people like Tolstoy.
He was pretty good, but look at all the politics and stuff. I mean, what are you, like a communist or something?
No, I'm not a communist. And actually, neither.
You don't love freedom and the American way and all that?
Russia is not a communist country.
No, but it's like I mean, how long's Putin been in power? Like 100 years or something, you know? And he used to be the boss of the KGB. It's just...
She's getting really mad now.
Yeah. Well, I think if you can separate yourself at all from one aspect, you don't have to like everything about a culture to appreciate it.
So you study Russian, you like Russia, but you're not evil, is what you're telling
That's
me.
what I'm telling you.
Okay.
And neither are they.
I give you the benefit of the doubt.
Thank
Oh
you.
no, this is gonna be a lukewarm one.
The lesson
No,
is
okay.
to try and be empathetic. So if
Okay.
someone's taken the time to study Russian, why don't you find out why, right?
She is totally triggered on that. She was totally triggered. She's a spy.
So before you judge, try and listen a little bit and you might learn something.
Yeah, try to listen, everybody. Don't judge. All right, let's compliment her. We got to keep this blonde happy.
Russian?
Yeah.
Ah, you know, I meet loads of people that speak, French, English, obviously Spanish, German. But Russian, it's really rare to meet someone who speaks Russian. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. How come you chose that?
I don't really have a good reason. When I was in high school, I had the opportunity to do a study abroad. And
In
my
high
choices
school.
were France and Russia, and I didn't want to
Talk
go to
about being
France,
entitled.
So I went to Russia, and then I just never quit.
I actually like that you chose something tough and that you stuck with it. And, you know, like
She
I
went to
said,
Russia
it's
and she
easy
never
to
quit.
choose
Confirmed
something,
spy.
So it's interesting and cool that you did that.
Thank you.
Nice one. You know, when a girl has something that is a real talent, something that she should be proud of, something she's worked hard on, that's the kind of thing you don't want to tease her too much on. So, you know, say well done, say you respect that, and say why, and then go deeper into it, because, you know,
must
need
go
to find
deeper.
out why she would do that, why she was interested, what would make her spend the time on it, and it's going to lead to interesting conversation, make her feel good as well.
I think he's
You
a
have an
spy.
accent. Do you mind if I ask where you're from?
England, actually.
Whereabouts?
Was born in London, but actually, you know what? When I was young, I lived in South London, and they have a strong accent there. It's like South London and things like this. But because I travelled a lot and I moved, I've lost most of my accent. But do I still sound British to you?
Yes, very much.
Why did you ask where he's from? You like my British accent, don't you? Tell her how girls go crazy about your British accent and you get laid everywhere. Talk about how foreigners perceive English people and ask about how people react to her as an American. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Blondie. Oh, man. A is kind of playful. And C just sounds like it's kind of boring. Obviously, B is not the right answer. Talk about how foreigners perceive English people and ask about how people react to her as an American. Well, are we in America or are we in England at this moment? That's the question we've got to figure out, chat. I'm going to highlight something about me to get her perception.
And I guess you like my British accent.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's good. Yeah, most people like it, so it's good. I'm happy I was born in England and not like Germany or something. Or
Really?
yeah, what do you think? German accent is kind of.
I think it
rough
sounds
and-
fine.
Yeah, you like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
He's Austrian. Oh, we're on the same level.
Cool. Okay.
A little bit too cocky, not the right time.
What? What? So B was the right answer. What are you talking about? You do not like the Arnold accent? He could have been like, look at me, do you like my Austrian accent? What do they say in America about Austrians like me? I know I'm buff and I'm tough. Would you please pass the potato salad in this bar? We got to get to the chopper. Oh. Alright, so what do we have here? Say you like her and want to see her again. Ask for her number. Say that you think she's incredibly beautiful and that you would want to take her on a date. Ask what she likes to do in her free time. Put that cookie down now! Those are mine cookies! Oh, I hit the desk. Oh man. C sounds like a good answer to keep the conversation going. And that does open up the possibility of doing something.
What do you like to do in, I don't know, for fun, like in the evening? Because you study Russian and whatever, but do you drink, dance, anything else?
All of the above, yeah.
Yeah? At the same time?
When the mood strikes, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I like going out sometimes, cocktail bars, different bars. Do you smoke shisha?
Hookah.
Yeah, hookah you call it in America, right?
Yeah, I have from time to time. I'm not a huge fan, but
I quite like it. They say it's
Yeah.
really unhealthy, but
it
I think
seems unhealthy.
once a month. But you don't cough after it, so therefore, I don't
It's
know.
healthy?
Yeah. So we need to do it sometime, like shisha,
What?
hookah, cocktails, and then dancing.
Oh, maybe.
When you want to transition to seeing someone again, it's very good to build up a picture of the kind of things that they do, the way they spend their time, because you might find a mutual connection. You find that you share some activities, or that you do some things that she wants to do, she does some things that you'd like to try, and then it makes it very easy to then go on and suggest the date from there and take the number.
Take the
Do you
number.
have any other outdoor like activities?
Take the number by force.
Volleyball, but anything else?
Yeah, I grew up in the country, so I really enjoy a lot of
I don't believe
nature
that.
activities.
I don't
like
believe that
hiking
at
and I
all.
love fishing.
Fishing.
Fishing, yeah.
A girl who likes fishing.
It happens. Yeah,
Wow.
we exist.
That's interesting.
In
I've
the
never-
Soviet Union, comrade, we had to fish to stay alive.
Walking in parks or hiking if you've got somewhere like that. How about bicycle?
I like that too.
Yeah. Well, that's something else we could do one day. Like take some bicycles, ride out somewhere.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Cool.
It happens for people who are casually a spy for the KGB. They taught her in KGB school. Look, she's even got the squint going on in this picture here. She's like, I must kill this English counter agent. Ask her plans for the coming week. Touch her face. Ask what kind of men she likes. Run the cube routine. A psychological test. Is this like Ice Cube? Touch her face. Reach across the table and touch your face. Oh my god. A face that says destroy capitalist swine. Oh man. Well, we already know that the cube is the right answer, and I want to see what the cube is. So let's see this.
Are you interested in psychology?
Yeah.
You said that earlier.
Have you ever done this psychology test called the cube? Alright, it's really interesting. Do you want to do it just right now? It takes like 1 minute and it will tell you all about your personality.
Sure.
Okay, so close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that you're in some place, there's like a landscape, anything you like, and in that landscape, there's a cube somewhere. And describe to me what the cube looks like.
Okay, it's silver.
Yeah.
It's floating.
Okay.
It's small, like the size of a die.
Okay, cool. And then somewhere in relation to the cube is the ladder. Can you describe the ladder?
Okay, it's green.
A green ladder?
It's one of these ladders, not one of these ladders.
How big is it?
Like 3 times the size of a person.
Okay, pretty big. And then somewhere in this
He's
scene,
making all this shit up. I think so too.
Okay.
and can you
There's a
tell me,
horse?
like, what it's doing and what it looks like and stuff?
It's grazing. It's a paint.
Okay.
And
A paint, a breed of horse.
it looks very healthy.
Is it close to the cube or not?
It's probably 30 feet from the cube.
Okay. And somewhere there are some flowers. Tell me about the flowers.
The flowers are by the horse. The horse is eating the flowers.
That's
That'll make him
interesting.
sick.
And the final thing, somewhere there's a storm. Where is it?
In the distance, near the mountains.
Very good. All right, open your eyes. So this tells you, this tells me about your character. So the cube represents your view of yourself. And if it's very big, it means you've got a huge ego, but it's quite small, so it means you're quite humble. But then it's silver, so you think, you know, you have that self-confidence that you've got something, you know, special and a little bit shiny, and that's good. And then the ladder represents your ambitions.
Oh.
So the fact that it's quite big and bigger than the cube and not like under it or whatever else means that you have quite big ambitions. So the horse represents your man, so it was quite good that he's healthy and, you know, looks good, and that he's nearby, right? He's not far away, which would mean he's not on the horizon or anything. And then the flowers represent your children that you're going to have in the future. So it's good that the man is near them, that he's not like an absentee dad or something, right? But a bit strange that he's eating them. So I don't know what to think about that. The final point is positive as well. It means that you have a sunny disposition because your problems are represented by the storm, and it's in the distance. You know, some people have the storm overhead, and it just means that they've always got problems, or that at that moment they're in a dark period in their life. So does it sound pretty
Oh,
accurate?
Pete.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's very cool.
This is quite interesting.
What?
It's a psychological game. There's a book on it, and a lot of pickup artists have used it. It's quite an interesting psychological test. Again,
How is that not the best
really
answer?
Not the best choice. It's better if you can do without it. But if you'd like some, you know, little tricks and tools that you can carry around with you. and
This
use whenever,
game.
This is okay, and you can use it, so it doesn't destroy.
I'm tired of
anything,
seeing
but
what's her
it's
face
not
and her
the
big
best
zipper
option.
over there. Suggest meeting for a drink and take her number. Say you have a few spare minutes. Invite her to make love in the restroom. Suggest going hiking together sometime and take her number. Take her number and say you'll be in touch. Ah. I think going for the drink you're just trying to get her drunk. Going hiking is something outdoorsy, and she might like that. But then again, the drink is in public, so she may feel safer in a bar with other people around. While hiking, you're going out in the middle of the woods with her. B is totally the correct answer. B would also be awkward because that other girl just went back to the bathroom. Let's see. Let's do the hike. I feel like it's the lukewarm answer, though.
Hiking and outdoor stuff, and the weather's pretty good at the moment. So one day we could take a little trip, or I don't know, meet in the evening. Anyway, lots of stuff. We've got lots of stuff we could do together. So why don't you give me your number and we'll arrange something.
They can always put their number in quickly.
Exactly right. It flows very smoothly to find something that you both like and then suggest doing that as the reason to see each other again. It's way better than just saying, hey, give me your number, or hey, let's go for dinner tomorrow.
Give me your number. Say goodbye, be warm, and say how nice it was to meet her. Quite coldly say goodbye, and then you'll be in touch. Goodbye, spy. A goodbye hug, then go in for the kiss. Give her a long, lingering handshake. What? Wow. I wonder what the answer is.
Well, look, I should be heading off, but it was great meeting you. Really cool. Really happy to meet you, and yeah, see you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh no, he did that totally awkward.
Oops, you know, got right to the ends, but this is a little bit too much. Being warm at this point, totally unnecessary, and if anything, makes you look like a little bit of a wussy and might make her change her mind about seeing you again.
What? 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 It's because he totally blew it.
It can work if you deliver it correctly. Maybe she'll look confused at the worst, but you can still carry it on, and so it's actually got a very high chance of success.
But the important part is we're back up to Casanova.
Always focus the conversation on the.
Yeah. So what we get? 55%, 60%. You all got 37. Oh, this is what you explored. This isn't your score. That's how many of the different things you've done. So it's like there's no way we got 29%. Yeah, it's completion. It's how many things you've done. Okay. I don't remember figuring that out.